Okay, here we've got the updated version of the Hagie STS 2022 version. As you can see by the dust flying, it's too windy to actually hear me. So I'll try to talk over it here. And we're going to start at center, measure 30 inches over. We're going to hook to the same bolts as the hydraulic block bolts too, so you're just going to back those out and then attach the little C-channel brackets there. It's a good idea to just leave these kind of loose as you get everything put together, and then you'll tighten those last to make sure that you don't have the extensions bind in the receivers. So you'll tighten the sub boom to the extension, then tighten up the hydraulic blocks. Over here you got to pop 2 holes in the webbing that I'll show you underneath here. So this is position 2. So just pop 2 holes there. If you have long tips with the exact apply, make sure you take those off so that you can't bump them, break them. You'll hook to a nozzle body next to it. On position 3, we had to slide the saddle just a little bit. All of these going out on the primary are basically the same concept. Some of these are pictured here on the initial setup with the first customer with some offsets. Overall, I don't think they're necessary, but I went ahead and included them in the kit. You'd have to cut them in half to do what you see in this video to make them work. Those are 14-inch cut in half in order to be able to do these offsets, but realistically, if you have the U-bolt centered between those 2 pieces there, then they should work fine. So if you have the U-bolt centered there, you should be fine. We had that offset set up there. I really actually don't like it. It was a little bit more likely to get caught, so I would do a straight extension to get around. So that was position 6. Yeah, so this will be 7. 4 plastic spacers. You could tuck them in underneath if you want. Otherwise, up top like that keeps them in place a little bit better. And that's just to get you make sure you have enough threads on the U-bolt, not bend everything up.
First, after the first 100 acres or so, maybe tighten them up again. And then 4 on the second one on the secondary, 2 on the third one on the secondary. Done. But there's 2 different types of U-bolts. There should only be 1. And so we have to just make sure you get the U-bolts that are threaded far enough. And out here we use these poly blocks to fill in that gap. And then these are removables. They don't actually need to be removables because they're on the back side of your boom. We use removables on the tips so that you can take this peg all the way off in case you were broadcast spraying or doing something out by a tree line. But you don't really need them on here. And then the last one is that same block. And that's that.